XRP all-time high is imminent, and we are catching pumps in the chaos. Folks, I hope you are doing well on this Monday morning. It is May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. Hope you're going to have a good one. And we're having a good one here, catching some runners, some real runners. Or in the case of little Joey, a little hopper, a little baby kangaroo, little Joey. Whether it be a little meme coin like Joey on the XRP ledger, whether it be real utility coins like Zebek, or whether it be XRP, our main bag, in the pump that we already caught when President Trump reality sat in, we have been catching pumps in the middle of the chaos. And yes, despite XRP not reaching out to an all-time high yet, it is right around the corner, whether you like it or not. So here's the full update. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Check it out. We got market structure bill on the table. We got draft documents coming up on that. And then it looks like we might get a vote on the stablecoin bill if Elizabeth Warren doesn't get her way. Here's the scoop from Eleanor Terrett. The discussion draft of the market structure bill just dropped from the Financial Committee and the House Ag Committee as well. So this bill is on the way. This is the market structure bill. Now it's likely that we're going to get the stablecoin bill passed first, but they are starting to draft up on this one. And right from the start, definitions under the Securities Act of 1933, definitions under the Securities Act of 1934, definitions under the Commodity Exchange Act, definitions under this act, rulemakings, notice of intent to register for digital commodity exchanges, brokers, and dealers. So right away, right to the heart of the issue, which begs the question, why was the SEC filing all of these cases if our new market structure bill, the first item is the definitions in the securities laws, the commodities laws, and the definitions under this? Why are we having to address this while all these cases are still going on, right? It just shows once again that the SEC was completely out of line. They've now dropped all cases, and the final one hanging is that SEC versus Ripple case, and that's going to be part of why XRP is on its way to an all-time high imminently. Now, Senator Warren weighing in on the fate of the Genius Act, denouncing its passage by the Senate. Like I said, if Elizabeth, she's got a plan for our stablecoin, she's got a plan for you peasants. Heck no, you're not going to own a stable coin. And absolutely not, you're going to earn any sort of yield, even if it is 3, 4, 5%, which to me is a waste of time. But yeah, even the 4% on a stable coin's not coming to you. Not a chance if Elizabeth Warren gets her way. And what she focused on? Well, of course, it's playing politics and covering the butts of who's filling her pockets. That would be the banksters. Elizabeth, I got a plan for you, Warren. Boy, one of the most, just one of the worst presidential campaigns ever. Side note, just have to mention that. What an embarrassment. Wow. The Trump family stablecoin surged to 7th largest in the world because of a shady crypto deal with the UAE, a foreign government that will give them a crazy amount of money. The Senate shouldn't pass a crypto bill this week to facilitate this kind of corruption. Now, what's crazy about this is that this is a deal done by World Liberty Financial. And this is once again where I've actually criticized President Trump for his name, allowing his name to be used here with World Liberty Financial. Now, when you actually look into this deal, it's a Trump family entity that actually controls about 60% of the company and has about 75% of the revenue from the token sales comes to them. Now, this is a Trump family entity that's basically being ran by the sons. So this is Trump's sons, little, I imagine it like my children, right? You got these little troublemakers over here, right? You got Barron, you got Eric, you got Don Jr., and they're dipping their toes into crypto. And, is it wrong? Is it immoral? No, not necessarily. It basically confuses the retail who's trying to understand. It confuses the average person who doesn't understand how this works. And then they see, oh, wow, Trump has a crypto company, even though this company is really only being used by the Trump family in name only and by the sons directly. Does President Trump have any involvement? No. They've given him some meaningless title so that they can tie him to the project, but there's nothing that President Trump is doing within this company. If there is any Trump family member doing anything, it would be his sons. And I've been very critical of this from the very beginning, because even if they do everything right and everything that they're doing is above board, it allows Elizabeth Warren to come out of the woodworks and others and criticize them for actually getting some deals done and, using this technology to move the world forward. Whether or not World Liberty Financial is going to be good or bad, or I'm not commenting on that. It's just this would all be cleaner had Trump not gotten involved in this, and I really wish that they hadn't. But they did, and it shouldn't even be an issue, but Elizabeth Warren, of course, because she has to cover for the fact that really the issue is that if the stablecoin bill does pass, these banks are going to be out of business because everybody's going to be putting their money into the stablecoins, completely decentralized, not putting them back into, keeping their deposits within the banks. That's the real issue. But instead of that being brought up, Elizabeth Warren is going to focus on the politics. And so Eleanor Terrett says that she's been told Republicans had been preparing for an initial procedural vote on the bill as early as Thursday, though it's now unclear whether that will happen, with Democrats pushing for changes before allowing it to move forward. So this was bipartisan. This was going to be passed. In the committee, it was passed by Democrats and Republicans. And this is why I get so frustrated as an American against Democrats and Republicans, because there are issues that we should be moving forward and we should be streamlining the passage of some of these bills that are bipartisan. But yet, whether it be someone on the left or the right, we got to take these opportunities every single time to do the DC dance, play politics, raise some campaign funds, talking tough. It's all a joke, and it's why we're behind. It's why Trump's, World Liberty Financial went and did a deal over in the UAE because money was flowing over there. Now President Trump's trying to get money and investment capital flowing back here. What's he up against? Elizabeth, I got a plan for you, Warren. Now we have the next crypto task force roundtable coming up, and it's going to be focused on tokenization, moving assets on chain where traditional finance and DeFi meet. Now, what's interesting is that BlackRock is being represented at this one. BlackRock finally making their way in. You already know they've been at the table. But now, for everyone to see, BlackRock going to be making an appearance, and it's going to be Robbie, our good friend Robbie Mitchnick, who used to be at Ripple and who helped Larry Fink see the light when it came to cryptocurrencies transcending traditional currencies. So interesting, former Rippler and now at BlackRock, Robbie Mitchnick. He's going to be representing BlackRock at this upcoming roundtable, but at least you can start to see we're heading in the right direction. And those suits are going to make sure that they have a seat at the table and a product to sell you. Okay? Now, continuing on, speaking on stablecoins, and I guess it's Teacher Appreciation Week. Shout out to all the teachers in the chat. Teachers power the future, and we are proud to support them. Another initiative here from Ripple. Starting with Teacher Appreciation Week, Ripple is committing $25 million to U.S. classrooms through Donors Choose and Teach for America, supporting critical resources and financial literacy initiatives with funding made possible through RLUSD. And I love to see this, one, because we got money going to a good cause. Two, because they're not giving away XRP. Right? They're giving away RLUSD in this case. So no selling pressure added to XRP. They give away XRP to, these developers and some of these other projects. And what ends up happening? They have to dump the XRP for cash to fund their operations. In this case, they're donating RLUSD and it's to a good cause. That's a win-win. While everybody else is playing around in this space, Ripple continues to show up. $1.25 billion for Hidden Road acquisition. And that wasn't stopped even after they spent $200 million on the lawsuit. It wasn't, didn't stop them from spending $50 million plus on the last election. They'll probably go spend another $50 million on the next midterms too. They just spent $25 million on teachers. I saw their most recent initiative was over in Africa as well. While the rest of the crypto space playing around, Ripple continuing to show up for a good cause. We'd love to see it. Now let's get into it. XRP all-time high imminent. And catching pumps in the chaos. Why did I title this episode this? Well, you're going to see the strength of XRP right here. 14 straight days of XRP net outflows, and the price is still holding $2.20. Last time it went 14 days on outflows, the price then reversed and went from $2.05 to $3.29 over 18 days. So please lock in, folks. You have to understand what's been happening here. Everybody's been scared. This is why I say, describe the chaos, right? Catching pumps in the chaos. Well, we caught that first wave up for XRP, which was about 400 or 500%. And we're about to catch another one, which takes us up another few multiples as well, too. And where folks are, these drawdowns, they weigh on people that are new and who don't understand what's happening. The OGs in the space, you guys have been stacking the dip. We prepared and called for the dip that came this week. I'll show you my purple box here shortly on my chart, and we've already come down into my purple box 3 times. So we were spot on, right? People think I'm just an XRP hype boy. No, we let you know when it's going to come back. And then we also let you know when it's going to be going up too. It does go in both ways. And what we're seeing is despite 14 days of net outflows, we're still holding 220. Now, of course, we did break down to about 210, I believe, on the spot market for XRP. So we did break below 220 here. But this is the final part of the correction leading us up into the Wednesday Fed interest rate decision. We expected this. We were prepared for this. We were ready to buy the dip. That's what we do. And now we move higher. The same thing happened back when we were at 205. And then over the next 18 days, we went up to 330. Same thing's getting set up right now. This is X-Force Global medium time frame analysis. XRP is still well within bullish territory with no medium time frame 1 to 2 scenario being close to invalidation. It is incredibly bullish. As long as we stay above the previous regional low at $1.60, new all-time highs look imminent. New all-time highs look imminent. Folks, it is right around the corner for XRP. Now, when I said catching pumps during the chaos, first, we're talking about XRP. Trump election takes place, the thing goes ballistic. A little bit of a consolidation in December after pumping up to $3, and then we blast up one more time up to 330. Okay, we've consolidated here again, and we're getting ready to make the next move, and it will be towards the $3 region by the end of this month. And then I would expect us to make one stab at a new all-time high. Massive amounts of sell pressure will come in at $4, so please be prepared for that. I am not calling for us to blast through $4, new all-time high for XRP, and go straight to 10 or 20 or 30 or $1,000. That's not what I see happening. What I see happening is a lot of people that can't wait to hit the sell button as XRP goes up into price discovery at $4. So please watch out for that. Now, what we look here, and why I said catching pumps, is because it's not just XRP that we're holding. One of the most recent deep dives that I've done was on Zebek. And I think that some people mistakenly think that this is just another meme coin, another coin that I just want to pump. Oh, Zach just wants to pump up his bags. I presented it with the fundamentals. I stand by it. And I also stand by the pump that has just occurred over the past week as well, too, because we saw that coming as well. We said fundamental utility based in America. Technical setup takes us to half a penny to a penny with ease. Let's go for a ride. And we picked up a bag. Now, look, listen to this guy right here, Joseph Webb. Zach, you talked about this, and I got in right after you at 0.00098. Made 124%, so he doubled up his money. Then he took my investment out. Got to pay maybe 22% in taxes, but now I am playing with house money. Doing a deeper analysis on this at this level, it's trying to break, and has done this 3 times before. That level, most sell, bring it back to the entry points to get back in. Like you, I didn't take advantage of the 0.00007 level. Thanks for getting me in on this one. And the reason why I'm sharing this is not only did this guy double up his money after we brought awareness to this project. Once again, I would never tell anybody to buy something or sell something. When to buy, when to sell, what to buy, when to sell. I don't do that. I don't give financial advice. But when I find something, I'll let you know, hey, this is a momentum play. This is a runner just based off of hype. I'm going to get in. I'm going to get out. I let you know when this is a fundamental utility based in America that I'm bullish on. And I pick up a bag. That's what we did with Zebek. Now, this guy got in after me. Didn't time this right. I mean, he made, and he still made 124%. That's the point. While all of this chaos is unfolding, I'm talking to stock guys who are walking blind right now, have no idea what to do. And here we are just aping into these conviction plays, whether it be these memes, whether it be fundamental utilities like Zebek, or whether it be our main bag like XRP, which is just destroying everything. Destroying Bitcoin, destroying stocks, everything. Everything. Now, this is what we saw here on Zebek yesterday. Yesterday, I was grilling up on the Blackstone. I did a little bit of stir fry, working on my hibachi skills, whipping it up. I was grounding in the sun, soaking it up. Yeah, it's bare feet on the ground, soaking it up, breathing it in. And I was watching Zebek pump. And it pumped in a massive way. Now let's take a look here at the chart here, and we'll show you what we're working with on Zebek. So despite the retrace here, I'm still up 104%. This is the level that I got in down here. And this is that dip that he was talking about here, down to 0.0007. That was a nice dip for anybody who picked up that one. But like this guy that I just shared here, Joseph Webb, right? Did he time it perfect? No, he got in after me, but he still made 124%. Me, did I time it perfect? Did I buy the dip? No, but I'm still up 100%. That's doubling up. You have to understand, this is not a 10 bagger. This is not a 50x, a 100x. This isn't Dogecoin millionaire crap, but this is flipping a bag, doubling up. Well, all this chaos is unfolding and no one knows what to do. We're sticking to our research, staying focused on fundamental utilities, staying in the game so we can catch momentum pumps and hype, and that would be this coin right here, Joey, this little meme coin on the XRP ledger. And now it's expanding and flattening out here, getting ready for its next move higher with the Joey wallet set to go live here later this month. I expect this thing to run again too. And we're already up. I was up 300%, over 400% at one time. And I'm still up 300% right now on this Joey. So we doubled it up on Zebek, over 100% on Zebek. I'm up over 300% on Joey. These are just a couple trades that we've done in the past week. Now, the one that I'm probably the most frustrated about is the XRP futures. So check it out. Here's my purple box. Yes, I was expecting a pullback into this region, and I drug this purple box all the way out here to May 7th, because that's the next Fed meeting coming up here on Wednesday, interest rate decision. And we've already gone into my purple box 3 times. So I originally shared this on Saturday, April 26th in my Discord weekly call. The next day, we tapped down to 215. And then last week on Wednesday, we tapped all the way down to 212. And then today, we did go all the way down into 210. So not only did we go down once, not twice, but 3 times down into this region for XRP. Now, what's frustrating me is this one right here. And that would be the XRP futures chart. And somebody keeps front running me on this sucker. So I've had my order sitting down here at 213 to buy an XRP long. And back on Thursday, April 24th, Thursday, we went down to 217, not quite as deep as the spot market. Then that was last week on Wednesday, we went down to 215, not quite as deep as the spot market. And then here today, we went all the way down to 213.9. Literally 1 cent away from my entry. We've already bounced back up here to 217. But that's another way that I'm hedging my XRP right now, is that I just have a buy order, a long, XRP long order, sitting down here at 213. And I've gotten so close now about 3 times that really the spot market went that deep. But this futures contract, it's correlated to XRP's price, but there is no direct backing or pairing. You can't cash this in for XRP. So it stays correlated, but it's not directly tied to the price of XRP in the spot market. So this is the arbitrage opportunity. This is one way that I'm hedging my XRP. And if we do get another pullback here, I do expect this order to fill. I'll continue to watch this one closely. But these are just a few of the opportunities that we've been taking advantage of while we wait for XRP all-time high, which is most definitely right around the corner. So please stay focused up right now. Please stay locked in with us. If you are new here, make sure you guys subscribe, hit that notification bell. We are back live every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. And then Saturday, we do our Discord weekly calls. So we'd love to have you over there. You sign up through Patreon to get access to Discord. I appreciate everybody for stopping by today, and we'll see you in the next one. God bless. I am your host, Zach Rector. I really appreciate all of the love and support. If you want to support the channel, just remember that you can start by smashing that thumbs up for me, sharing this content far and wide, and everything else is at my website.